Many Unity packages to easily set up a pedestrian navigation system are really expensive. I recently made a free alternative without any type of license restriction. To set up the package in Unity 3D, I'll start by creating a new scene, which I already prepared. I added a couple obstacles and a terrain just to showcase the package. Next, I'll open my GitHub and go in the release section. Here I'll show you. So this is the main page. I'll leave the link in the comments or the description. You go on releases and click on the last one, which is this right now. And I'll just download this package. Then I go back on Unity and go in my download section and import the package. So I'll just select everything from the drop-down menu. Now I really can't because I already imported everything, so it doesn't let me do it. But all you have to do is just click everything and then click import. So the first thing you want to do is create an empty game object, which I'll call node parent. And I'll attach the pedestrian system controller script to it. For now, I leave every value as it is. I'll change every prefab or variable in the next steps. Next, I'll click this button, add node to the scene, and it will add a sample node at 0, 0, 0 coordinates. I can just place it wherever I like, for example here. And I'll maybe call it node. And then I'll drag it to make it a child of node parent. To complete the process, I'll just copy and paste this node into several positions. For example, like this. And to each one of them is already attached a pedestrian system node script. And for every node, I'll have to add a couple variables which will specify which are the adjacent nodes to create a path. For example, for this first node, his adjacent nodes are this one and this one. So I'll click on them and I'll see that this is node 1 and this is node 6. So I'll take node 0 and I drag here node 1 and node 6. And as you can see, it creates a path. Now you'll just have to do the same for the other nodes. Okay, so everything is complete. I'll just have to fill the variables in the node parent. And I'll start by inputting a pedestrian prefab. Now I'll use the default one that I provided in the package, which is called the pedestrian. I leave it everything on the default values, and I'll have to input the node parent in this field. Okay, so everything should already work. If you wanted to tweak something more, you can, for example, use random color for the pedestrians, which may be useful for maybe using different skin colors if they're person. I'll put some sample colors like red, maybe green or yellow. The option as wait time makes each pedestrian wait a certain amount of time to each node. And if you want, you can also make it random so that it has a minimum wait time and a maximum one, and it will select a random value between the two. Pedestrian number just specify how many pedestrians there will be, and the minimum maximum speed for each pedestrian, because they also are random. If you don't want them to be random, you can just set both at the same value. And now I can just start the game and it should work. Perfect. Now the camera is a bit off, but as you can see they have quite different speeds. Now I've put 10 and 20, I changed it a bit because it was very very slow. And they've got different colors. And this is orthogonal view, so it's a bit particular with the shadows, but of course also works in perspective mode. If you like the package, please leave a star on its GitHub page, and if you find any issue, please report it in the issue tab. Thank you very much for watching this video.